What's up, guys? How we doing? So, I know. I said I was done talking about politics, but more and more stuff keeps coming out. I know it's everywhere. I know you can't seem to scroll through anything without seeing people talking about it, but I wanted to make an important video today. As a matter of fact, out of all the political videos I've made, I think this is the most important one. One of my first videos a year ago was called The Upcoming Election of the Divided States, and I went on to talk about the numbers and how more people didn't vote than voted for Kamala and Trump combined. Since then, I've made quite a bit of political videos talking about Trump, talking about the left, whatever. And unfortunately, the problem is whenever you make a video criticizing Trump, people think you're pro-left or they think you're just against Trump but for this. They have this bigoted mindset of, if you're talking shit on Trump, you must be for this, when really I'm talking shit on the government. It wouldn't matter if it was Biden or Trump in office. Every video I have made that is political is criticizing our leaders. Trump just happens to be our leader right now. If it was Biden, I would be criticizing him too. Because at the end of the day, we, the American people, deserve better than these two options. This Epstein case is one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen. Okay, not just the fact that Trump is throwing it out, pretending like the list ever existed. I know you know that he literally used releasing the files as part of his campaign. And I said a long time ago in a video that he would not do that. Because here's the reality. A lot of people are talking about this Trump thing and how fucked up it is, and how fucked up it is that he's lying directly to your face, treating you like you're fucking stupid, insulting your intelligence, and basically saying that if you talk about it from now on, you're going against him. And that's good. It's good that people are talking about that. But what I notice people are not talking about are the fact that this is not a left versus right issue. Yes, there's clearly names from the right on that list, but while you see that thumbnail, Dems push for release of Epstein files, well, they know that they look like the good guys right now for pushing for that, but they knew that it wasn't going to go through. Let me be very clear here. This thing happened 6 years ago, okay? Epstein died 6 years ago. I find it weird that Democrats are pushing for the release of those files, yet a year ago they weren't. They had 4 years to come out with them. They weren't doing shit. The reality of the situation is both parties are on that list. This is not a left versus right issue. This is the government against the people issue. This is both parties fucking your kids and telling you to ignore it, while one sits here and pretends like they care now that they don't have the authority to release it. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. If you think that for whatever reason, that this rich billionaire that is guilty of sex trafficking and molesting minors with all these powerful people, if you think for some reason it's just red on that list or just blue on that list, you're high. It's all of them. That's why Biden didn't come out with it. That's why they kept making excuse after excuse. And now that's why Trump's closing it. I mean, he was going to make us libs cry, right? And come out with this list, and now it's dead. But the thing is this is not a left versus right issue, as I stated. This is a people issue. This is a moment for us to come together. Because this isn't a win for the Dems just because Trump looks bad right now. This isn't a win for the Dems just because they're pushing for them to be released. Again, a year ago they weren't. So this is both parties are clearly lying to you. Dems want to look like the good guys right now. But the reality is the people in charge of this country are fucking kids. And I want you to understand that this isn't new. Epstein just happened to get caught. This isn't something that's new. This isn't something that's only been happening for the last 20 years. This has been something that's been happening for a long time. Okay? Actually, do the research on this. Look at when Bill Clinton was in office. Look at when fucking Reagan was in office. Rich billionaires, all right? Powerful people have always had some type of fucking pedophilia ring like this. They always have. The people in power, they can have a 16-year-old at their door whenever the fuck they want. And the news right now would like you to believe that, you know, that Dems are the good guys here, and they're just not. And I'm making this video to back up everything I've been saying for the last year, and that both sides don't care about you, to actually look at what's going on right now. Your president is looking you dead in the eye and telling you, yeah, well, you remember that case about us fucking your daughters? Well, that never happened, actually. That was made up by the left, and if you continue to ask me questions, well, you're going against me. Imagine actually supporting the man for a decade just to be told that because you're curious about something you should be curious about. We are more unified than what the media makes it out to be. You know, as I said, 175, what was it? I don't remember the numbers. It was like 150 million Americans didn't vote, 170 million, something like that, didn't vote. And then you had like 75 vote for Trump and 65 million vote for Kamala. And the media doesn't want you to know that. That's why every article on Facebook, that's why every article on social media is pitting you against one another. They want you to argue about these things. They want you to argue about movies, argue about fucking, you know, pride and what the fuck ever. These hot button topics. They intentionally want you to argue about this shit. Because they know that the most powerful thing on earth is us in unison. And what they forget is that the country quite literally relies on you and me. They can treat us like we're stupid all day, but it relies on you and me. Their pockets rely on you and me. Relies on all of us. Imagine if we just all decided to not go to work for a day. Or for a week. It says, and I've done a lot of research on overthrowing the government, you know, it says in the 14th Amendment that you have some rights to overthrow the government, but that's actually not the case. If you research the 14th Amendment, it actually, if anything, is quite the opposite. It protects the government, as in people that rebel against the government are not able to run for office. In the Declaration of Independence, it does talk about the citizens maintaining the right to overthrow the government, but they have since passed laws to make sure that that doesn't happen. So if you research, well, there's no way to overthrow the government, but I don't believe that. Because here's the deal. No, there isn't a legal way. But if every U.S. citizen stopped working, said, fuck you, fuck this, I want better. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of it being this stupid side or this stupid side. Who's worse? Oh, well, I didn't commit this crime, so I'm better. Oh, I didn't commit this crime, so I'm better. Where am I? It's stupid. And we, the American people, deserve better than that. And that's the point of my Trump videos. It isn't meant to be a Trump smear campaign. It's meant to say, fuck them both. And while there might not be a legal way to overthrow the government, if we were to all stop going to work, if we were to all actually unify and demand better, the country would stop. You have any idea what that would do? That absolutely would make a difference. I do not agree that there's no way to overthrow the government. We absolutely can. It's just highly unlikely because it requires all of us to come together. Trump is a fucking idiot who gladly has hooked up with minors, and I think most of you know that. He's a rich kid that has no idea what it's like to roll up his sleeves. And while the left's always try to seem like the good guys, like they care about these issues, man, really they fucking don't. They just know how to win you over. Hey, we support transgenders and gay people. Bam, you're on their side. But at the end of the day, they don't care, man. Each side knows how to push your buttons, get a rise, and get you on their side. And the unfortunate thing is, neither side is worth voting for at this point. The government is just full of fucking pedos and rich people that are relying on your ignorance and relying on our hatred for one another, our division for one another, to continue to get away with the bullshit that they get away with. It doesn't matter if Trump's in office, Biden's in office, another Republican's in office. It doesn't matter. The governmental system that we have is full of corrupt people. That's just the truth. Either fucking side. Both sides are on that list. Both sides continue to fuck minors. Sure, I can't prove that. Sure, that's just an opinion. But you better believe that that's going on and has been. This country wants us divided because it knows that in unison we are more powerful than ever. It sees the numbers, it knows what I'm talking about, that despite, you would probably never guess in a million years that there's more of us in the middle than more of us on one side or the other. Because of the way social media makes it look, because it's always an argument. Everything's an argument. Everything's rage bait. That's intentional. There's no monoculture anymore. Every algorithm is built specifically to you and your beliefs. You get your news colored the way that you want it. You get your articles colored the way that you want it. And you're just in your little bubble. And it's harder now, more than ever, for people to come together and agree on things or agree to disagree. But what both parties are scared shitless of is us seeing right through both of them and coming together to demand better. There are a few moments in American history where we have the opportunity to come together as one and demand better than what we are getting. And I get it, man. I get it. Some people, they just follow whatever the fuck they're told. They just already know their stance on whatever. But I'm not talking about abortions here. I'm not talking about fucking movies having black people in it. I'm talking about actual fucking horrible people that are in charge of this country on either side that are fucking kids. It could be your daughter. It could be mine. And they want us more divided than ever. And if you look at the way technology is headed, and if you look at how easy it is to divide us now, where do you think we're going to be in 50 years? Every political video I have made has not been with the intent to smear Trump. It has been with the intent to smear the fucking government. Trump just happens to be part of that right now. And he wants you to believe that, well, everything you've heard about Epstein for the last 6 years is made up, that you're stupid for asking questions, that if you ask questions, you're against him, and continues to treat his own audience that has been there for him, even though he doesn't deserve it, like shit. And are you just going to take that? And then the Dems are over here. We're the good guys because we're pushing for this, but we know it's not going to, go through. But we're able to make that headline. So we're the good guys here. No, they're fucking not. The reality is they're both on that list. They both are. Powerful politicians from both I mean, from other fucking countries are on that list. So no, this isn't a red versus blue issue. This isn't a right versus left issue. This is a moment where you can so clearly see that both fucking sides do not care about you, do not care about our children, do not care about shit. They care about us being divided. They care about fucking kids. And they care about getting money and relying on your hard work to do so. How can we fucking get you to give us more money? Oh, now sports betting is a thing. Oh, Democrats shape it like free college, free education, but really what they want is just to raise taxes. Oh, we want to turn gig apps into W-2 employees because we care about you. No, really, they just want us to pay more in taxes. See, Democrats are sneakier than Republicans. That's the problem, and that's why younger people seem to be on the left, is because they're sneaky. They pretend to care, but keep in mind, this is the same government that told you segregation was okay. And I just want you to understand that. We have always done what we are told. Segregation was a thing. We were told by the government that was okay as white people. And people went with it. Now that same government comes out with movies telling you that racism is bad, even though they helped fucking spawn it. The same government that downed gay people and transgenders are now coming out with movies telling you that they care about you. We need to stop doing what we're told. And what we're being told right now is to shut the fuck up. To not bring this up, to let it go. But this is a moment that I hope people see through both of these parties and how corrupt everything is. I mean, the fucking Senate, the House of Representatives, look at how old they are. It's not a... It's very intentional that you're able to serve so many consecutive terms. And the direction that we're going as far as technology goes, as far as not having monoculture, as far as just where we are, we're heading in a direction of divisiveness. And I hate that. Because there's good people in this country. I'm proud to be an American. I really am. And you might watch my videos and think differently. I'm disappointed in my fellow man sometimes. Yeah, I'm disappointed when I go to the store and I hear somebody casually drop the N-word. Yes. But I'm proud to be American. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to want better. I'm proud to be educated, to recognize the faults in both parties and that how they take advantage of you. And it's so clear. And how media takes advantage of you. This is one of those moments where it's either we can come together and we can recognize that both sides fucking suck and demand better, or we can just do what we're told. We can shut the fuck up. We can not bring it up anymore. We can pretend like the Epstein thing, he did it all by himself, and politicians fucking 15-year-olds is a new thing that hasn't been happening for like the last hundreds of years. This is not new. I know I talk a lot of shit on here. I just want us to be united and demand better than this. Because the fact is if you look at the next 50 years, the way technology is evolving, with where the population is going to be, with inflation, with all this, we're going in a crappy direction. And us being divided more than ever in 50 years is going to go a long way for them. Look at where we are. We order our food and we don't even have to see a face anymore. Social media makes us more social, but really it doesn't. It's quite the opposite. It makes us the opposite of social. Every person doesn't get the same algorithm. They're tailor-fed the shit that they want to see. So people don't agree with people anymore. People don't share interests with people anymore. This is all by design. And while right now, the majority of us are still in the middle and can still recognize that both of these parties suck, in 50 years, I don't think we will. We need to demand better than this, and we need to come together as the American people and recognize that, yes, Trump sucks. I'm sorry. He does. Biden sucks. Both administrations suck, and they don't care about you. They just rely on you. They rely on you to be ignorant. They want you to fight with one another, and they just want you to do what you're told. And it's about time that we stand up and say, fuck you. This is the most blatant cover-up I've ever seen. And the fact that somebody that is as dumb as a box of rocks is trying to insult your intelligence, that should piss you off, whether you're a fan of him or not. The fact that all these conservatives around here are worried about their Medicaid, everything that's been going on, man. A U.S. vet, a U.S. citizen that's a vet got arrested by ICE yesterday. Trump is insulting you. Are you just going to let that happen? The left does the same thing. They just do it in a more sneaky way. And it's about time that we, the people, actually rise up and demand better. Before it's too late. Before we are all each in our own bubble and don't even understand what it's like to talk to a human being anymore, because that is the direction we are going in. I love you guys. I love making videos, and I talk about this because I see it. I do not talk about videos to smear Trump, to smear Biden. I recognize how fucked up the government is. Their fucked up ways of manipulating both sides, and their fucked up ways of intentionally rage baiting y'all to fight with each other over shit. So you, as long as you're mad at each other, you're not mad at the right people. And it's time that you get mad at the right fucking people. We Americans deserve better than this. For once in our lives, we need to come together. For our kids. For the future. For the direction we're heading in. Because our kids, man, they're going to grow up in a world that, if we don't help prevent it, is going to be so divisive and disgusting that I truly don't think you understand the direction that we're headed in.